So from TJ Maxx, I got these MultiGlo lights by a brand called Mercury Innovations. It's a 3-pack of lights and they were $10. They are LED color and you can also do the white. These lights are battery powered. For me, that was a downside of it, that they were battery powered. I wanted something that you could plug up so you wouldn't have to replace batteries. But if you think about it, for a lot of people, the battery powered is actually the better option, because like what it talks about here on the cover, it talks about like putting them in a closet and stuff like that. Closets, cabinets, decorative spaces, and more. And the thing I do like about it is it comes with this remote, and you got 2 timer modes. You have 13 different LED colors that you can do. So if you see the 3 lights that are over my head here, and I'll show you all how they change color, but I want to turn off some of the lights when I do that. Another thing about these lights is, well, I said they were battery powered. The remote does come with the battery in it already. And that is what is that in the remote? It is a CR 2025 battery. So it's probably similar to the remotes that you have in your car remote. So you got AAA, 3 AAA in each one. I got my batteries from Ross because you can get a crazy amount of batteries at Ross, and you look at the date on them, and they're nowhere close to expired, so they're still good batteries. And that's what I'm using in those right now. It's batteries that I got from Ross for like, I think I got like 20 batteries, 15, 20 batteries for like $4 or $5.99. So, oh yeah, they come with the everything that you need to install them. I have them up by sticky, like the 3M sticky adhesive, and that comes in the pack with it. I like that. You don't have to buy that, and the lights can be controlled independently. Pretty much the way that I see, you just pretty much point the remote at the light that you want to control, and it will do so. You got a timer. You can adjust. Even with these, probably it's kind of hard to tell right now because I have the other lights on, but you can turn down the brightness in 2 different steps. I guess like lower, high, or lower, medium. So, and like I said, you can change the colors. It has 2 different timers on it. You got a 4-hour timer, an 8-hour timer on it. Probably cannot see that. For vlogging, for example, which is what I'm using it for, I think it's very important to it keeps the audience interested, you know, when you got a colorful background or whatever going on. And you can do multicolor with these. Let me turn off these lights and quit talking. I just don't want to have to turn all this stuff back on. But you can do let me just show you. And I'll just show you again. So as you can see, they are kind of like rotating multicolor right now. So that's one thing I like about them. You can have the rotating or the cycling multicolor, or you can just pick whichever solid color that you want them all to be on. Or you can do, you know, maybe 1 green and 1 blue and 1 red, whatever. You got 13 different colors that you can pick from. And like I say, the adhesive, that's what I'm using right now to hold these up. And what I also like about them is you don't have to use the remote. You can cycle all the way through to power them off or on just by clicking. Every time you click, it does a different color. But when you click, it only does, there's red, there's green, there's blue, There's the white, and then there's white low. So like high and then low, and then there's off. So I love that that you can just push on them and get the get them to go off or on. The curtain behind me, I got from Walmart, and the reason that I got a black curtain, I had a white curtain up. I started out with black, then I put a white curtain up trying to reflect more light, but then that's exactly what it did. It reflected and showed more light. So as you can see, there's shadows on the curtain when I move my hand, and that has to do with lighting, which is the light that's directly in front of me. In Hollywood, they typically don't, I would say they don't put the light directly in front because of this issue, right? So if you put your lights on the side, you get better, it kind of minimizes this from what I've done. So if you want more tips and help on that, you look up key lighting, field lights, and backlighting. So I would refer to this as kind of what I'm using this for. These three lights, kind of like backlighting, to kind of like shine light on the back of me, and it's supposed to be kind of like to prevent the shadows. But because I have this light here, it's just kind of like overpowering those. I will turn it down here shortly. So that is why I got the black curtain versus the white, just because of shadows. So camera settings, very important if you are trying to get a clearer result out of your camera, especially like, you know, using your phone, which phones have way smaller sensors inside of them. So if you take a professional camera, the sensor is probably, I would say almost maybe a fourth or a third of the size of this remote. So they have big sensors, and it's like the bigger the sensor, typically the more quality you have, especially when you're like, a lot of people don't know this, especially when you're looking on a phone. If you record on the phone and you're looking at a phone, a lot of times you can't tell that big of a difference. But when you put that, whatever you recorded on your phone, and then whatever you recorded on your professional camera, and you put it on a big 65-inch TV, most people can kind of tell that there's a difference there, right? So it has to do with like fine details and clear images. You can really and truly, you can tell on any image, but a lot of people just don't pay that much attention to it. Like, for example, if you take a picture of or record a video with your camera in some of the lowest settings, you'll notice like a lot of, like ISO, for example, a lot of phones, when you put them in auto, the ISO bumps up when you don't have enough lighting. That's why professionals use a lot of lighting so that the ISO can be kept low, which gives a clearer image. You put your phone on auto, a lot of times if you don't have the right lighting, it's going to bump up your ISO, which is going to result in poorer image quality. So it's brightening the image, which makes it easier to see, but it's the result of that is you have little grains. If you zoom in on a, like, let's say you take a picture and then you zoom in, you'll see like a lot of random colors, like dots, little specks of different random colors, like grains all over your image. That's what you don't want, right? You want your image to be clear and see exactly what you took a picture of. A lot of people don't know that, but the reason I'm saying that is because lighting is very important. So if you are a vlogger, this is why I'm explaining this. If you are just doing decorating, then it doesn't apply. But I want to show you, let me turn these lights, just show you how this kind of looks with the lights. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Control all three lights. Yeah, so let me turn these lights down. Right. So that you can see back here. And I still have, this light is still on, but it's all the way low. And I still have this light on. But I just wanted to show how that, you know, how that looks there. And I probably shouldn't have put it this low, but let me just for the time being. So there is the low setting or the medium setting, whatever it is. It keeps, hold on. Sometimes it'll, if I don't get close enough to the right one, sometimes it'll do both of them. So that is the bright. That is the low. This is red. You got, what is this, like a gold, a yellow, or a gold. You have like a, well, that's a gold. That was a yellow that I showed. That's like an orange. But like I say, the multicolor is the one that I play around with, because I just like how it cycles like that. So yeah, TJ Maxx, $9.99. I mean, you can't really beat that, right? Let's just see how they look. I really, for $9.99, I didn't think they shine that bright, but this is why I'm turning the lights down, just so you can see exactly how bright they shine. So, and then let me turn this light all the way off for a second. So, they actually shine pretty bright. And that is on color. So when you put it on white, they're actually brighter, a little bit brighter, because it's white, not the tinted color. But yeah, for $10, I think I got a steal. Can't beat that for $10.